story of a rattlesnake. But this rattlesnake was a baby, okay? And baby rattlesnake, he didn't have a rattle because he was still too little. But baby rattlesnake really, really wanted a rattle because you see, his big brother had a rattle. His big sister had a rattle. But baby rattlesnake was too little, and baby rattlesnake didn't have a rattle, and baby rattlesnake would cry. My big brother has a rattle. I want a rattle like my big sister. My big sister has a rattle, but I don't have a rattle. I'm too little. Oh, baby rattlesnake would cry and cry and cry because baby rattlesnake wanted a rattle, but he couldn't have a rattle because he was too little. That didn't bother him, though. He still cried and cried and cried. In fact, he cried all the time. That all of the rattlesnake people, they were very, very frustrated because all baby rattlesnake did was cry. And so, one day, all the rattle people got together and they said, we must do something about that baby rattlesnake. And they talked to the chief. And they said, baby rattlesnake just cries and cries and cries. What should we do? And the chief rattlesnake, who was very smart, he thought about it and he thought about it. And then the chief rattlesnake said, we should give baby rattlesnake a rattle. What? Give baby rattlesnake a rattle? We shouldn't do that because he's too little. He won't know what to do with a rattle. I said the chief, I think we should give baby rattlesnake a rattle, and we'll see what happens. And so the very next day, Mom and Dad gave baby rattlesnake his very own rattle. And baby rattlesnake was so happy. I got my rattle. I got my rattle. La, 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 la. I got my rattle. Oh, I got my rattle, Mom. This is so great. But what do I do with it? What do I... Oh, I know. I think I know what I'm going to do with my rattle. I'm going to use my rattle to scare people. Uh-oh. You think that's a good idea?
No.
Oh, baby rattlesnake didn't know that because he was too little, but he thought it would be a really good idea to use his rattle to scare people. So he went behind a rock, very close to a path, and baby rattlesnake just waited and he waited until finally something was coming down the path. It was something small with long ears that hopped boing, boing, boing. And baby rattlesnake was hiding behind the rock. And that rabbit didn't know that baby rattlesnake was hiding behind the rock. And when that rabbit got closer and closer to that rock, baby rattlesnake jumped out. He hid back behind the rock and he waited. This time, something really big came down the path. Something with 4 legs. Something with some big horns. Oh wow, I like all these ideas. Which one should I use, I wonder? Elephant with big horns. A really interesting creature. Rhinoceros does have one horn like this. Does someone say something else? What is that? Elephant. Oh, that's really big, huh? What else? You know what? Maybe we will do, instead of the horns on the head, it'll be the tusks. How about that? That's where the horns will be, as a tusk. And so, baby rattlesnake was hiding behind the rock. When that big elephant came stomping by, and that big elephant didn't know that there was a rattlesnake hiding behind the rock. And as soon as that rattle got close to the rock, baby rattlesnake jumped out, shook his rattle, and that elephant went, and a whale, and just like that, did you see that? Said baby rattlesnake. Me, baby rattlesnake, I scared a big elephant. Oh, I like my scare game. I like this. Oh, I think I'm gonna play it again. And then baby rattlesnake went behind the rock one more time. But this time, coming down that path was a person, a very important person. It was the princess. She happened to be the daughter of the great chief, and she was beautiful. She had her beautiful clothes on, her jewels, and she was walking along the path, picking the flowers that she'd find, and she didn't know. Hiding behind the rock was a rattlesnake. And she got closer and closer when all of a sudden, baby rattlesnake jumped out. He shook his rattle, and that princess went, a rattlesnake! And she began to hop around, and as she hopped around, she went right on the tail. Baby rattlesnake's rattle as she ran back off to her village, leaving the rattle broken in 100 pieces. And baby rattlesnake looked at his rattle and he said, oh no, my rattle is broken! My rattle broken! Oh, my rattle! And he began to pick up all the pieces. He took all the pieces of his rattle and he showed it to his mom and his daddy. He said, Mommy, Daddy, look, my rattle's broken. And Mommy and Daddy Rattlesnake, they looked over at baby Rattlesnake and said, oh, baby Rattlesnake, that's too bad. What happened? Well, you see, he was trying to decide if he should tell the truth or not. Should he tell the truth about what happened? Oh, we got some really good kids in here. Yeah, he said probably yes, because sometimes if we don't tell the truth to our parents and they find out the truth and they found out that we lied, we get in bigger trouble, don't we? Yes. And so baby Rattlesnake had a very important decision to make at that moment as he decided what he should say to his mother and father. And so since he was raised right, he decided to tell the truth. Well, my rattle was broken because I was playing a game. A game? Said Daddy Rattlesnake, what kind of game? I was playing the, scare game? The scare game? Said Mommy Rattlesnake, we don't play the scare game. We use our rattles for something very important, you see. We use our rattles as a warning. To say, warning, rattlesnake nearby. Stay away. Warning. We never use our rattles to scare anybody on purpose. Baby Rattlesnake, I think you are still too little to have your own rattle. And do you know what? Baby Rattlesnake realized that his parents were right. And so, when baby Rattlesnake grew bigger and bigger and bigger, he finally got a new rattle. And when baby Rattlesnake, who is not a baby anymore, got his new rattle, do you think he played the scare game? No. Now that he had a new rattle, he knew just what the rattle was for. It was for warning those around him, letting them know that there was a rattlesnake nearby. Warning, rattlesnake nearby. Stay away. his rattle. And he never ever had to worry about anything ever again. And sometimes we too have to wait till we get bigger, until we can get some of the things that we might want. And so, that is the story of baby Rattlesnake.